that picks and bans enough.
Because in a sense, you know, you would think that you would just leave Foundation out there, right? Because you think about it like this, you've never seen I don't think we've seen Foundation as a map 3 in a very long time. It's always in the first 2. So if you do have the first selection, hey, leave it out there. All right.
I think you got to get creative, especially considering map number 3 was Lift, correct?
Yeah.
Optic Gaming has never lost Lift online. They're 5-5.
But I do agree with you. I don't pick Foundation first. I agree with you. Pick the second best.
The map that you should have picked was Forge. If you were trying to play the Optic Gaming's weakness, that's the
map that they also came back on Team MBS on that 6-2 coming.
I think honestly, to be brutally honest, I think if there were stats readily available to all of our players about teams' map win percentages,
which will happen one day.
Maps
very optimistic.
Maps would be very different. I mean, I have it on 4 teams, I think.
Yeah.
But I'm telling you right now, it'd be very, very different. I think you got to think more creative. Personally, that's just my opinion. Obviously, the pros are gonna have their own way.
Yeah.
Even if
I agree, but it definitely comes down to making sure we do the research here early on. All right.
Absolutely. But as we said, North American 2K final underway. Optic Gaming, eUnited. Optic gonna be our blue squad, eUnited our red squad. And if you are just tuning in for the first time watching competitive Gears of War, this is Escalation. Escalation, of course, the newest game mode to Gears of War.
Yeah, and it's going to be first to 7 rounds wins the map. Now, it's the best out of 3 when it comes down to maps, so you have to win 2 maps, but in order to win a round, it's first to 210 points, or you have to get a trip cap, and what we call trip caps around here, they're called domination. So, getting a domination or first to 210 points, win a round, losing team is able to place a power weapon or a secondary weapon somewhere on the map to help them winning the next round, you know. So, going forward here, we're gonna see, you know, who wants to come out on top. You know, so this opening break here, we saw icing these guys. They came through, they broke ice to start off, right? They went through open, and they were fine. They were fine, they were doing good, but now they're gonna go down, they're gonna be at a disadvantage here, Vincent.
Yes, they are. Looking at Godplays, of course. Godplays, a player, as we mentioned, who kind of started off on a fight night, if you will. He made that unbelievable play. We saw his movement come through, and ever since then, we've been kind of preaching about this guy for such a long, long time. It's great to see him now fall into an organization like eUnited, but how impactful will he be? That's going to be the question. Early on in this one, it's Optic Gaming with the lead. However, eUnited do hold a 2-to-1 hill advantage, so of course they're going to be earning more points than the opposition, so that lead is going to be reduced pretty quickly, and you're going to see now eUnited actually go into the lead for the first time, I believe, in this round.
Now, Gears of War, when you hold a 2 cap, you get 1.5 points here. So we're going to start to see these guys slowly move up here into the lead. That's going to be eUnited. They're looking good here. They will have some players fall here, fighting for the neutral hill at B. SuMuNs picks up a double kill, and Optic Gaming's looking good. You're going to see that B hill in your top left-hand screen start to decap and go in favor of Optic Gaming here. And now they're in a good position. They're going to hold a 2 cap. They don't have to play for the domination just yet. You got a few players on eUnited on respawn, and also, folks, the respawn timers will increase at the end of every single round. So they start off at 10 seconds, increase by 2 seconds, all the way up until round 7 on halftime, where everything gets reset.
Absolutely. I see it on your screens now. You see the score. It's starting to ding. Optic do have the lead, but in comes the eUnited cavalry. That's going to be Dispenser and Soto, who will cap the A hill. Do they have enough time to reduce the deficit? They do not. B is being neutralized, but someone from Optic has swept through to C. Will the score be reduced quick enough? That's the question. Look at the score. 200, 200. It's tied game. The kills come through for eUnited, and they will take round number 1 away from Optic Gaming in beautiful fashion towards the end of that round.
Lava made the big play there, because eUnited almost, well, Optic Gaming almost had the 1 hill cap, and they would have been pretty much tied there all the way towards the 210 point, but was not able to get it. But this is the thing, as we discussed before, the losing team is able to place a weapon on the map. So now Optic Gaming, we know that on Foundation, they love the Retro Lancers and they love the nades mid-map, but to give these guys, they have the option here to kind of set the tone and set the pace of the map. Question is, they're looking at going towards the block on statue. They probably don't want to put Retro Lancers out there just yet.
Of course, you remove the option for eUnited to use a block as well, potentially, but it's going to be a block over towards Pistons from Optic Gaming that comes through. Of course, Optic, a team that isn't going to panic after just 1 round. You're never going to see them kind of go, oh, what do we do? What do we put down? And let's throw boom shot, let's throw drop shot. That's not how they roll. Of course, they will learn wisely. Godplays, we asked how impactful is he going to be against the best teams on this eUnited squad. well, he already has 6 kills in the first round.
And he is the new muscle. They already had a player like God plays in demo who was that pure slayer, but they got even a better slayer, so that's what makes them even more deadly. With the leadership of Lava and the composure of Soto and Dispenser, eUnited is definitely a threat now. They definitely have grown into their shell, so to speak.
I mean, we've seen eUnited take, you know, a series off Optic Gaming on land. They were the first team to do it. All right, well, first team to do it, and not in a grand final, I should say. Envious, of course, they did it in Columbus, but eUnited, they managed to do it in a winners bracket final. They actually pushed Optic Gaming into a losers bracket in London.
The audacity to come in there, okay, on the 2 players of Optic Gaming in a 1v2 situation when he was hurt, but he came out on top.
Just a little bit of disrespect, why not, right?
That's understanding the game, and you have to, when you see players like that, he had perfect and precise movement to kind of get around those corners and get there with taking minimal damage to pick up that second kill.
On board now with IC, former member of eUnited, as you mentioned earlier on. Let's not forget about that rivalry. You touched on it briefly, but IC and Lava both playing against their former teams, and it's always a grudge match, I feel like. Whenever you play against your old team, you're like, you're turned up just a little bit more. Especially
when both the squads still have bad blood. Well, when Lava still has the bad blood here with Optic Gaming. So, you know, you guys lost one event and you got the boot. You know, you got to be unfortunate there.
Yep, pretty true. SuMuNs, of course, the dark horse really of Optic Gaming. Not a player we tend to highlight too much, but he does a ton of work for the squad. Always making intelligent plays. He was able to pick up a kill and rotate out of a sticky situation. Speaking of SuMuNs, here he is on your screens. 5 kills already to his name, a down, 2 caps, and a break as well. And you're always going to see him just positioning himself very, very well. He's a very tough player to beat in a 1v1.
So usually when we see teams usually lose this initial setup here at B, they play for the home hills up top. They play for controlling both home hills rather than having a home hill and a neutral hill during a 2 cap. They kind of switch up their route and force the fight on a different area of the map. So, but Optic Gaming was controlling his neutral hill, and you see Mental. He goes off, he picks up a double, Explosive cleans up a kill as well. Now, eUnited on respawn here, they're thinking about pushing Optic Gaming's home hill. They just waited for the rest of their players to get to them, but I think that's going to be the next play that we see.
Yep. An Optic, they're going to be around that hill. Will they be able to cap it though? eUnited scramble and scurry back. Optic have earned themselves a lead here. It's going to be around 20 points, but if you do have that 2-to-1 hill advantage, as you mentioned earlier, guys,
pushing across.
You're going to have more points. The push comes through. God plays. We saw him go big on this exact map, on this exact spot. Can he do it again? That's the question. And down comes through. The C hill being neutral. Is there anyone
Beautiful kill over there by Demo.
B, Demo saves the day, but again, B, that's where you need to see it. Demo's actually going to leave the C hill. Doesn't even cap it. He recognizes he has to get to B. Has to help his teammates out. Dispenser finds one. Mental, he's cleaned up 1. Mental cleans up 2. Mental cleans up 3.
No.
Huge play. Mental gets 4. Can you believe it? Mental, the clutchest player in Gears of War esports. I will fight you if you disagree.
The kid from St. Louis coming out of here hot. 4 straight kills. That was disgusting at this level of gameplay. Because when Demo came in there, it was initially a 1v2. I'm like, nah, make sure you go wide. You can't allow him to kill you. He picks up the double. He takes on another 1v2. And at that point, you have to, at a level like this, you just cannot lose composure right there. You just cannot lose composure after that because Mental will put your team on ice.
Look up losing full in the dictionary. There's a picture of Mental smiling away, just like that, saying, yep, I'll just kill all 4 of you.
And he doesn't even really smile, but he'll smile.
Oh, he's smiling now, let me tell you. He's like, yeah, I got 4. Yeah.
But, this is what?
Hashtag just Mental things.
Yo,
Did eUnited
just, they put the retros down. Now, that's actually, that trips me out because for all you guys who come here and watch Fight Night during the weeks, and we see Foundation a lot, Optic Gaming loves the Retro Lancer and Explosive Hands to the point where it's almost like, it's a nuisance. You don't even want to see that weapon on the map against Optic Gaming. But eUnited is like, nah, let's play this. We'll play this game with you. Let's go.
All right.
Grab it and again, out of horns.
This is a really interesting 2K final that we have because we're so close to Atlantic City, of course, in a couple of weeks. The next major LAN event we're going to see in Gears of War esports. Both these two teams getting a little bit of information, more information potentially about each other, and it's going to be crucial if this matchup was to happen, of course, at LAN.
Now, for you guys out there who don't know exactly what the Retro Lancer is, the Retro Lancer, it's almost like the starting weapon of the Lancer. It is a support weapon, but it does a lot more damage, okay? Think AR, AK. It has a lot more kick to it, a lot more recoil, but it does a lot of damage to the opposing team.
Soto springing into life. He's going to find 2 members of Optic Gaming and immediately now has license to push to A hill. BNC already capped. eUnited looking to end this round early. However, Optic have snuck through behind enemy lines. There's going to be 2 players over there at the C hill. So will Soto opt to stay at A or will he backtrack? Mental, he's able to find Dispenser. He's down. Teammates should be able to pick him up as well. So he's definitely going to stay alive. The A hill should go back to Optic Gaming, but Mental's stuck between a rock and a hard place. He will be shut down and Soto tracks back. He's going to clean up the C hill. Meanwhile, while all this is going on, the B hill has actually been lost as well. He's Optic going to be able to cap that one. It's going to be Kenny down there. And Kenny should be good to cap the B hill. So when it just settles and
the second set
calms down.
Yeah, and the second set of Retro Lancers have already respawned. And so Optic Gaming is going to have 2 under control, 1 in the hands of Kenny and 1 in the hands of Xplosives. But the big fight going down here on the home hill, you have Kenny picking up a double, and he wants a triple of his own here. But Soto, he has something to say about that one. He's going to shut that down, lock down his A hill for his team. Now, this is Optic Gaming's home hill. He needs his teammates to come big on top of their home hill.
And he's been a nuisance. He really has. The problem is, if he leaves that and Optic Gaming retake it, that's going to be a trip cap. So Soto has to play this very well. He needs his teammates to jump on the C hill, and they will do just that. So you can clearly see that communication coming out from eUnited, the timing. But unfortunately for eUnited, Soto has gone down. This is a 4v5 of Mental. He may smell blood here. He might want to just try and end this.
And you guys see Explosive. You hear the kick of that Retro Lancer. You saw how fast he was able to down that guy. And he's on top of eUnited's home hill, being a nuisance. He's preventing them from being able to kind of break through and push forward to the next progression of that neutral hill, because eUnited, they have to get their home hill back in that situation. If they can't, then they're just at a disadvantage here. Optic takes round number 3.
Yeah, nicely played. They had control really for the most part of that round. It was pretty much all them.
Yeah,
to be honest,
the entire time.
Fantastic rotations. I mean, you saw eUnited just kind of hanging on a little bit.
This is round 3, and he has 11
play,
downs and 12 kills. Like, that's just how deadly they are with it. Now, it was a back and forth round for a little bit there, but Optic Gaming definitely was in control. So now eUnited with the weapon placement, they have 2 options. They have the statue placement, and they have a placement also dead center of what weapon they would like to place down to help them possibly win round number 4. And they're looking to go towards the nades route here. Now we don't have any of the bigger power weapons of M-bar, drop shot, boom shot, torque bow on the map, but they're going to put down grenades there.
Yep, it's going to be those instants up top, and as you pointed out, Explosive. Well, he's playing pretty well this evening, that's for sure. 12 kills, 11 down, 46 seconds dead. That's the least on his team as well. So Explosive really making a point.
He really is. He definitely is. Definitely got the support power there for his team, and it's helping him in all these situations here. But now you're gonna see the opening break here. eUnited will get control of their home hill. Optic Gaming opted not to cap theirs right away. They want to play more for the kills and the instants and the neutral hill there. They want to go back. Both instants will be used here. God Plays did manage to get him. Hillman and Red Ice will go down. Kenny's running for the kill. Does God Plays have any help? No, he does not. Soto was in that position. He's going to drop a smoke to kind of slow down the pursuit there of the opposing team. And he's actually going to try to stay in a fight and try to come away with 1 kill here.
In round number 4, it is 16-second respawn. SuMuNs is going to...
Oh, he did get his kill too.
Soto's a trade there. Both players die. A, B, capped by Optic Gaming. And someone's going to scurry back cap C. This is not looking good for eUnited. They need to jump on that B hill. They don't really have too much time to jump on it. You see that AB still looking for Optic Gaming, but the scurry over at B still coming in. It's now going to be Icy against the former team. He just blitzed straight through, and the trip cap coming through now. It could be good. The hill's going to be broken, though, by someone from eUnited. Mental's over there. It's Soto once again clutching up for eUnited.
Soto's being a force for his squad right here, and being that defense on their home hill, and he's locking it down very, very well, giving his team at least time to react and get multiple attempts at trying to decap that B hill. New Retro Lancers will be on respawn here, so both teams will be able to acquire theirs. And Optic Gaming, they still have a nice rock solid setup on B, and with those Retro Lancers in place, it's going to be difficult. So they need to think about the instants on respawn and just try to play for both home hills here, and that's what we're going to see on this setup.
God Plays on your screen. He's just going to mull around over towards that side of the map. Meanwhile, Soto, the player who really has been the playmaker for this eUnited squad so far in the first couple of rounds, has been rotating very, very efficiently, but Optic Gaming have themselves a lead now, Guy. Keep a look at that top left of your screen. Of course, that's going to be the score in the round, 116 to 82.
Also shows you which heals are in control for each team as well.
Exactly that. So 2 to Optic Gaming and 1 to eUnited.
And yeah, that B hill is the neutral hill, dead center of the map right there. And Optic looking good. They also have, you have Lava, the nade master himself here with these incense. And he's looking to, he needs to make a play for his team with these. He needs to go for Kenny in the corner. Not going to get it, but he does have one more incense, I believe. Not going to use it just yet. No, he doesn't. He's going to go down, but he needs to stay on that hill if he's going to go down.
And I think he may be good to get revived. You can see the amount of control eUnited have over this E area. But someone's coming through the middle. Is it Mental? I believe it is. Demo's down, and if they're not careful, Mental could catch all of Optic Gaming, or sorry, all of eUnited with their pants down, but Dispenser turns around, recognized the flank was inbound.
1v1 if he didn't win that fight.
But look at the score though. Optic Gaming already with a huge lead. They can win this just off a 1 cap. Now eUnited, their hand is forced. They have to go for a trip cap.
Yeah, they got to decap this. Only Icy is in play position to kind of stop this, and he's going to get the kill there on Lava. Lava was a little bit desperate there. Big fight here. Demo, I think this is God Plays trying to make a play for this home hill. Not able to get it. Optic Gaming can win this off of 1 hill. You see Soto pushing top tables here, looking to get into this hill, but he has to fight a 1v2 that he's not able to win.
One more player.
Not able to break it. So that's going to be another Optic Gaming round.
And that's the issue. When a couple of your players die and you're going for that final push, if you go in kind of one after another, it's not going to work. It isn't. You need that team push.
You have to try to wait for the last possible moment that you can. Especially
a 5-man push is much better than going in one after another, because against a team like Optic Gaming, they're just going to easily pick up those kills, and that's exactly what we saw. Now Optic 3-1 advantage. They've played this pretty much to perfection thus far.
We started this game on 10-second respawns. They've been increasing 2 seconds at the end of every single round. So now we find ourselves on 18-second respawn. So every player's life is going to matter that much more. And in this weapon position right here, I only see a good set of nades coming out. Usually teams that don't put the big power weapons here because it's so open in the map. And it gets real chaotic down here, and players can sneak away with those big power weapons in those chaotic fights.
And that's Lava's bread and butter. Right, we've seen him throughout all of this circuit so far. He loves playing for those nades. Sometimes he picks stuff up and you're like, how did he even do? He has the audacity to go for things sometimes where he shouldn't, but he gets away with it. Of course, Optic Gaming, they're going to know every single little hidden trick about Lava though, after teaming in with him for most of the season. Now though, I mean, can you see at the bottom of your screen, Lava is already able to pick him up.
Yeah, and he's going to have those nades in his hand, so actually he can detonate them and pick up a kill if he wants.
He's like, please rush me. Please let me trade. And there goes the first nade out. Mental and SuMuNs able to pick up one, but that's a
teammates
bad nade.
are going to die.
That's a nade on God Plays. He throws out the second nade. Now he's in a 1v1. Lava does manage to pick up the kill on SuMuNs and immediately looks as if he was going to try and push up towards that A hill.
And he has his replacement in front of him, Red Icy. And Red Icy's going to be on that home hill. Lava's looking to win this 1v1.
Great.
Red Icy puts a little instant on the ground for that AoE, and he's going to pick up the double.
Beautiful instance from Icy. He zoned with the first one. He forced Lava to go through a small channel, and as soon as he recognized that push was coming through, he threw the second instant. That was beautiful play from him, recognizing exactly how to play that situation. Now Optic Gaming find themselves 4-1 up here in map number 1.
Yes,
bear in mind, this is eUnited's map pick.
And eUnited, they have the option. I think you go here in the Pistons, right? You want to draw the fight here. You have to win this fight here towards the B hill. Don't get me wrong. Optic Gaming, they've been controlling this B hill the entire time. But you need something else to play for, and drop shot's going to get placed down on the map.
That's a drop shot.
eUnited, they need to win this fight. This is going to be a key one right here.
And you can see why eUnited have done it, right? We're at round number 6 now, 20-second respawns. This is the last round of the first half. Of course, all weapons will be reset heading into that second half, as well as that respawn timer. As you mentioned earlier on, Guy, goes back down to 10 seconds. So if there was a round to do it, it would be this one.
Yeah, 20-second respawn timers. You'll be lucky at this level of gameplay to get a second life here. So it's going to come down to SuMuNs breaking ice. He's going to do good. He takes out a second. He wants the third, and he gets the third as well. 4 members down of eUnited, and there's the 5th. Optic Gaming looking to come out with a trip cap, and it's nothing that you can really do. They're going to scurry away to go cap up all these hills. You're going to see them break off. The next player of eUnited spawns in 2 seconds.
Too late. But 2 seconds too much, sadly.
Yeah, he's not going to be able to make it.
Mental's such a troll. I absolutely love it. He's like, can I get away with it? Can I do it yet? Can I do it yet? I'm going to throw it anyway.
Yeah, just who cares, right?
And to the point, obviously, we saw Mental pick up a crazy 4-piece earlier on.
That was the
SuMuNs
I call
gets
it
3.
The demoralizer.
Kenny, he's picking up double kills. And this is the thing with Optic Gaming. every single one of their players is capable of moments just like that. And that's what makes them such a scary team to play against.
Now, folks, if you feel like, man, you know what, I could beat these guys. Optic who? eUnited who? Well, if you're trying to get on a fight night, you got to go and you got to play in the 2Ks on game battles. That's how you get here, all right? Go out there, make a name for yourself, play those amateur 2Ks, the amateur 250s and the big 2Ks every Sunday, and you get that chance to be here on Fight Night. Also, if you guys aren't watching, watch on live.gears.com for the full Gears experience.
The place to watch Gears of War eSport, a phenomenal platform. Now, though, looking at Xplosives' perspective here, they're 5-1 up at the half. I mean, it looked as if we were going to have a close one, I'm not going to lie, and all of a sudden Optic just kind of shifted into sixth gear.
What happened is that Mental broke ice there, and the rest of the eUnited said, you know what, let's get out of here, let's rotate across the other side of the map and try to push though. But since the Spence had picked up a kill, eUnited said, you know what, we can actually fight this for the hill. But Icy, he picks up a double, he picks up a triple, and he has something to say about any type of confidence eUnited had got from that kill from Dispenser.
How do you stop that happening? How do you stop these multi-kills, these chain of kills happening? Because Optic do it so consistently.
You have to be careful with the distance. You know, sometimes you don't always have to close the distance to go for that one-shot chunk on the opposing player. Work together as a unit, just put that damage out and try to down that player.
SuMuNs, he's found himself too. He's looking for 3, he's full red, but a teammate comes flying into his assistance. He will go down as a player of eUnited coming off spawn that puts some shots down, but you can see Optic, they are definitely on another kind of pace right now, as opposed to eUnited. They're in eUnited's base, really forcing that fight. Now eUnited, you can just see those red arrows on your minimap. Of course, that is the players of eUnited flooding over towards Optic Gaming's home hill. Mental's there, he's able to at least take one down with him. I believe that was traded by God Plays. And eUnited now should be good to hold this home setup, and luckily for them, 2-1 hill advantage would give them enough time really to reduce that deficit early on.
Now, being back at these 10-second respawn rounds, it's a lot more chaotic than we saw in the previous round. Soto gets a beautiful double that his team needed to...
That was a 1v2.
Yeah, to actually hold that home hill. eUnited are controlling both home hills. This is what we call the home hill setup right here. They're not going for that 2-cap on a neutral hill. They're spread out. Now, this can work, but you have to have a good defense on your opposing team's home hill, and the majority of eUnited players are over there trying to fight off Optic Gaming.
And this is going to be the attack from Optic Gaming. SuMuNs, he's able to shut down Lava. I believe Godblaze is just going to have to back away with his tail between his legs. Doesn't want to die. Recognize playing his life here is the smarter decision. As I say that, though, gets caught out and will be downed and killed by Icy. And at this point, Optic, they have license to maybe even push for a trip cap because the E-hill was capped as well. Why not just try and close this round out right here, right now? The F-hill being neutralized. Someone from eUnited has rotated over towards E, though. You see that on the top left of your screen, of course. That E-hill being capped, but it's actually going to be a player down over on that side of the map. Kenny's going to clean up Dispenser, and Kenny, with the support of a teammate here, can just neutralize E to stop eUnited getting points momentarily. But eUnited, they need a trip cap, and they need it now. It's going to start with this gunfight from Demo. He needs to win a 1v2. It's not going to happen. Optic Gaming will be heading to map point.
eUnited, they had won that first round, but Optic Gaming has came out of here with 6 straight solid rounds to start this game.
Well, eUnited did a 6-2 comeback against Envy to find themselves in the final.
Did they come back with the 6-1? They just keep topping themselves. eUnited, they did the 6-3 comeback on Optic Gaming at the London Winners Bracket Finals, which was then amazing that we saw. Then they just did the 6-2 comeback on Envious to make it here, to put themselves in position. Champs. Yeah, the reigning champs to get to this 2K final. Now, do they do the 6-1 comeback?
I of all people would love to jump on the tinfoil hat conspiracy and be like, yeah, they will.
And they opted to put the drop shot down again. They hit at the end of the last half, so they want some more time here to work with it to start this round.
Ballsy. So I'll give you that.
Hey, that drop shot is going to be a good, powerful weapon here to break a lot of these hills. But eUnited, I think they're just going to go play for the home hill setup. They're not going to worry too much about that staple neutral fight across the map at that E hill.
Oh, absolutely.
They're going to play for the 2 closer hills here.
You play around that drop shot. You play for that DF hill because, as well, think of it this way: if you do control DNF, you're basically controlling the drop shot at all times.
Correct. You know, you control that open area of the map, you control the drop shot, you put your team in a good position.
United, can you do it? That is the question. Early on, Mental, he's already found himself 2 kills. Dispenser, he's over there. Mental actually finds himself 3. Mental looking for 4. Mental finds 4. Can Mental find the 5th as well? Mental just wiped out eUnited, and he made that look easy. Mental is going off tonight here on Gears Fight Night.
You know what? Sometimes you just cannot stop it. And these are one of the nights where you just cannot stop.
You just gotta sit there and be like, all right, well, just mental.
You know what?
Mental.
He's gonna take this one. His teammate has him help with the drop shot, but they do manage to kind of hold this one off. eUnited, they're fighting right here to stay alive. Optic not able to shut it out just yet. Lava trying to keep his team in it. He's gonna get shut down there, and the rest of Optic Gaming are on his home hill. Not much that eUnited can do. They know there's not much they can do at all, and that's it. Optic Gaming puts up the green wall, and eUnited's not making it through that one.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Mental Show.
You know, and you know when we opened up the show, when we opened up the show, we said that when they replaced Lava, Mental was now able to put himself in a different position and put himself in different roles on the map.
That was the first thing that you mentioned.
Yeah.
You're like, Mental gets to play a different role. He gets to be that aggressive player now, and he gets to kind of just force gunfights. He gets a 4-piece. He gets a 5-piece. He
clutch 4-piece and 5 pieces. Like when you need them, not the less impactful ones, but the ones that make a difference here for his squad.
And what's crazy is, it is rare you see him smile. He'll make plays like that at Atlanta, and he's just kind of like,
yeah. Now
it's average to him. It's average.
Depending on majority of the maps, Lava was in that front spawn. Lava was the front spawn for his team. He was going to be first in the fight. He was going to be that team leader. And Mental was playing some of the home hill roles, and he was in the back lines. But now when they got rid of Lava, Mental's like, I got it. Don't worry about it. Here, I'm going to go jump right to the front, and I'm going to shut it down and remind people why they call me the best in Gears UE.
And shut it down, he did. I mean, we've had that discussion for months now. Like, oh, who do we think is the best player in the game? Mental changing his role. It's just kind of showcasing just how much ability this young man has. Of course, if you are new to competitive esports and this is your first time watching it, welcome, of course, to Gears Fight Night, where we showcase the best teams in the world and up-and-coming teams in the world
all over the globe.
Every single